For a number of years, mysterious smoking rings have been appearing all over the world. These circular mysteries have had many scratching their heads. What could they be? Are they a sign of the apocalypse, evidence of alien craft, or some kind of portal? Or could the explanation be a little more down to earth? Let's take a look. Welcome to IF, videos on history and mystery. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video again. So what have people been seeing? These circles have been forming in the skies and seem to appear just about everywhere. Mystery surrounds the epidemic of sinister black smoke rings that have been forming across the world. Looming in the sky for at least 15 minutes, the large black rings form in areas that seem to follow no pattern. They can vary in size from being a few meters in diameter to being as big as a kilometre. So what do people think they could be? Some suspect that the bizarre phenomenon is caused by an extraterrestrial force, while others hypothesized it may be caused by thermal microbursts in the atmosphere. Thermal microbursts being an intense small-scale downdraft produced by a thunderstorm or rain shower. How they form into black rings is not explained by that theory. Others have named the phenomena Satan's butthole, echoing the devil's anus of Thor Ragnarok fame, the large portal through which the universe's junk fell. The freaky phenomenon also has the more approachable name of smoke vortices, and they have been appearing in remote spots from Russia's Siberian desert to the American Midwest, along with many locations all over Europe. So where and what have witnesses reported seeing? A small village 40 miles north of the Kazakh capital, Astana, called Short Andy, a black cloud was seen at around 4 p.m. on an April afternoon. It was said to have appeared and then dissipated like smoke, but it was completely odorless, reported local resident Oleg Menishchikov. An associate physics professor at the Northern Kazakhstan State University estimated that the ring was at least 100 meters in diameter and was floating anywhere from 200 meters to 1 kilometer above the ground. Another sighting again in April of the same year, 2014, schoolgirl Georgina Heap captured footage of an almost identical black ring in the sky above Warwick Castle. The occurrence, like the Kazakhstan smoke ring, being unexplained. Another sighting spooked out shoppers in a Siberian mall shopping center with some fearful it was some sort of doomsday warning. One social media commenter said, "It's a kind of supernatural power flying across the city." Then, a set of sightings came out of the US when strange black circles of smoke appeared over a neighborhood in southeast Albuquerque near Sandia National Laboratories. Although, with this report, people said that they had heard an explosion and saw orange flames before the rings appeared in the sky. In the United Kingdom, a couple was stunned when they looked out of their car window and saw a black smoke ring floating ominously in the sky. Kimberly Robinson and her roofer boyfriend Daniel Cooper described the circles as the weirdest thing they have ever seen. They described the object as smoky, but the shape was a solid ring. The fire service was contacted in the hope of finding out that a fire was the cause for the smoke ring, but they had not responded to or received any reports of fires in the area at that time. So what could these rings be? Do we have any answers? Various explanations have been put forward, but as of yet none have been verified. These include alien portals, while others think that the strange rings are evidence of alien ships visiting our planet. Some say that it is a supernatural sign, a warning that the end of days fast approaches. A UFO expert was quizzed about the smoke rings and the links to extraterrestrials. Nick Pope, a name you are probably familiar with if you follow the topic of UFO research, was asked for his opinion. Nick, being a highly respected ufologist employed by the British government's Ministry of Defence from 1991 to 1994, investigating reports of UFO sightings to determine their defence significance. Nick described the rings as truly bizarre and ruled out the idea of them being smoke, well, in the UK case, which is the report he had access to. He added, one other possibility is that the shape is made up of millions of bees or other insects. But I've never heard of insects behaving in this way before, so if this is the explanation, it's a real X-file. The rings may have people thinking alien due to the similarity that they have to the ink spots that was seen in the film Arrival. In this movie, extraterrestrials communicate using a language based on inky, smoky rings. Scientists translate the language and, well, no spoilers. Go watch the movie. Others say that it is a natural phenomenon that can be explained as a smoke vortex, which can arise when you have a blast of air through a circular structure like a smokestack. Think blowing smoke rings but on a larger scale. This is a process that was successfully demonstrated at Burning Man when partygoers created the same rings. People do, however, cling to the idea that there is some link to aliens. Prominent UFO blogger Scott C. Waring said he's convinced that these marks are made by a type of extraterrestrial spacecraft. And Nigel Watson, the author of UFOs of the First World War, said he believes the rings are being made by flying objects from another planet. What do you think? Are these smoke rings signs of extraterrestrial visitation, or are they just a rare natural phenomena? Let me know what you think in the comments below. So, competition time is upon us once again. I will detail the giveaway here, as well as making a video for people to easily find the questions over the coming month. Up for grabs this time is a long or short sleeved disclosure shirt. I have a couple of these myself and they are good. To win, there are a few steps you must follow. The first and most obvious is that you need to be a channel subscriber. The next is that you comment on the competition video linked above. So how do you win? It's a little more complex than just a free draw like last time. This time, I wanted to make the whole thing more interactive and a little bit more of an adventure. What you will need to do is answer 3 questions. The answers to these questions are hidden in my videos. You will have to hunt them down. When you have found the answers, post the answer and the video title along with the timestamp from that video of when you found the answer, and you are entered. So, are you ready? Here goes. Question 1. In what video do you see a poster of former President Ronald Reagan and his Star Wars program? Question 2. Where did the melon heads come from? Question 3. How long was the cryptid fish I spotted when I walked along the canal as a child? Here is a bonus hint. Check out the video in which I hit a milestone. Good luck. Thank you all for your continued support, and as always, if you like what I do here on the channel, hit that red button, like and share. You can catch the latest by searching We Are If. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.